embed analytics from Zing Data into your own web or mobile app in just a couple minutes. Zing lets you easily query using natural language, SQL, or an easy-to-use visual query builder, and not only view that on web or Zing's native mobile app, but also embed that in your own applications. You can even do things like pass parameters to filter automatically for a user, say based on the zip code they're in, or other attributes that you have available for your users, and Zing will automatically apply those filters to the dashboard or the chart embedded in your own app. Let's take a look at how that works. So here I have a sample React app that I've created. I'm going to go over to Zing and make sure my organization is on a paid plan. Here I see it says Pro, which indicates it's a paid plan. I click on Organizations and then Embeds, and I hit Generate API Key. We'll see the date that API key was generated, and we'll copy the API key. We're going to need that for Zing to know that this is an authenticated call and which organization and set of charts or tables it should be pulling from. Now we go to the Zing dashboard, and we're going to choose a question that we've already saved. Tap the three dots in the upper right, and then click Embed Options. You'll see the embed ID is shown. I copy that to the clipboard, and then go drop that into my React app as the embed ID. I can get this little code snippet from Zing's documentation. So here's my React app, and here's the graph that I just created in Zing and embedded in my React app. Let's now go ask a question from scratch. So I go to my raw database, I click on a table, in this case pet ownership, and I'm going to look at number of pets on average for household by type of pet. So I've got cats, dogs, horses, and so on. Save this, give it a name, and then tap those three dots again to get the embed ID. I copy that embed ID, and I go over to my React app, and I'm going to create another graph. Again, just using that code snippet, but this time substituting in the new embed ID. I'll refresh my React app, and immediately we see that this new graph we've created is visible. Let's do one more thing. Let's say we want to filter, so a user sees only the information relevant for them based on, let's say, where they are, or in this pet example, based on what type of pet they want to exclude. So here, I'm going to add a where parameter, and I'm going to say where column pet type is not equal to dogs. What this will do, and this call could be different for each of your users when they're in your app, is exclude dogs from the result set and only show them a graph meeting the criteria, the bottommost graph here, the criteria you specified. In this case, we excluded dogs and reran that query, and you'll notice that Zing on the fly applies that filter. So it's a really flexible way where you can specify results for an individual user and need it to be specific to their user ID or specific to their zip code or specific to the organization that they're in. You simply pass those parameters to Zing, and it will run that computation on the fly. So this is how we've done 3 embeds using Zing in our web app in just a couple minutes. You can try it out, reach out to our team, support@getzingdata.com. You can see the documentation if you go to getzingdata.com and click on documentation. And if you have any questions or need any help in getting embeds set up on your own website or application, just let us know. This works as a JavaScript library. It also works using the React SDK that's available via Node Package Manager. Get more information or talk to us at getzingdata.com.